Fala galera, bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Sonoridades. O episódio de hoje é com Auri, o trio multifacetado folk, pop, étnico, como você quiser classificar, formado pelo Tuomas e o Troy do Nightwish, né? Obviamente, Tuomas Holopainen e o Troy do Knockley, acho que é assim que se fala. Montaram com a esposa do Tuomas, a Johanna, desde 2000, e se não me engano, 2017 ou 18, creio eu, acho que 18. O projeto saiu, né, do primeiro disco, eles tiveram a ideia em 2011 numa sessão de fotos, a gente conseguiu falar com eles agora, estão lançando o terceiro álbum, Candles and Beginnings, maravilhoso, uma canção etérea, uma canção que você vai ouvir, vai ter vários sentimentos, toca no fundo do coração e na alma. A gente pediu pro querido Markus Franke fazer pra gente, tá? A gente não pode fazer horário, mas o Marcos fez pra gente. Grandíssimo Marcos, um grande abraço para ele, parceiraço nosso. Se você quiser ver outras entrevistas legais, aqui em cima tem as entrevistas, na verdade, do outro lado aqui, né? Porque a câmera está invertida. Embaixo tem os nossos podcasts, as informações, fácil chegar onde tem que chegar. Espero que vocês gostem dos nossos conteúdos. Vamos firme chegar aí aos 2,5 de assinantes, de subscribers, né? De pessoas que gostam da gente, que gostam do nosso conteúdo, fácil chegar onde tem que chegar, tá bom? Um grande abraço com vocês, Auri.
You came down, walked with me, fellow, you alone came to visit the lonely wanderer, solely wondering from which wind I do not know. You arrived on a tiny cat's feet, fragile dancer. Good to
Hi,
see you.
how you doing?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. So, Shieldmaiden was released as your first single with a powerful video. How important is the visual concept to Auri, especially in terms of storytelling?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, music always comes first, but the visuals around it can enhance the experience in the most beautiful way, whether it's the album cover art or, in this case, the visuals of the music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Museum of Childhood is slated to be your next single with your video clip. As a song that evokes cherished memories, what can audiences expect from the visual treatment?
Oh, well, this next video is one that I really love. I think it's the most beautiful video that I've ever been a part of. Had the pleasure of being. It's so just
It's eye candy.
yeah, it certainly is.
And it also reflects the spirit of the song in that it's very bright and very uplifting.
Awesome. And
Complete
how do you...
opposite of Maiden,
Yeah, the
for sure.
opposite.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
And how do you balance the playfulness of nostalgia with the reality of daily life in your creative process? Which presents the greater challenge?
Good question. I think we're all like kids at heart, aren't we? We never lost that quality in ourselves, and that's the way we approach life and music alike. It's just an energy that we cultivate in everything that we do, and look at things, even mundane things. We try to find a little bit of magic and elevate, enhance the reality at every chance we get.
Blakey Ridge explores a pub and its surrounding landscape. What significance does this environment hold for Auri, and how does it inspire your music?
The surroundings at Blakey Ridge, that's like the soul image of Auri, whatever that means.
Yeah,
That is
good
like
point.
a poetic
Good
way
one.
of putting it.
It is.
Yeah, when you go there and you see the mist on the moors, and you get to spend a couple of nights there with your best mates, having a few pints in front of an open fire. I couldn't think of a happier place on this planet. That's why this place and this pub deserved to be transferred into a song.
Yeah.
Even though there's much more going on in the song than just a praise to this particular place, but that was the starting point of Blakey Ridge.
And the lyrics of Blakey Ridge feed into something much deeper as well. As much as our absolute joy and ecstasy of being in Blakey Ridge, there is a microcosm there, because inside there, the safety and the warmth and the love and the beauty of the thing, when you move outside, you're in a wilderness. You know, there's a wilderness out there that stretches for miles, and there's nothing there. It's nothing. But in this tiny little space, all of life is in it.
Wow, pretty deep.
We tend to go
I love how profound everything is with Auri. It's
you can't coax a superficial answer from us.
Yeah.
You can't.
it's awesome. And a boy traveling with his mother is something that also is very emotive in my point of view, resonates deeply with listeners, evoking also bittersweet memories. What's it like to compose something that touches hearts so profoundly and invites reflection on a life's journey?
That's a lovely question.
Mhm.
Lovely question. Go on.
Do you want to take this?
Yeah, I mean,
You wrote the song.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that song in particular, but yeah, everything. It's a great privilege, I think, to be given the chance to creatively channel something that's timeless and try to deliver it to someone else in the objective hope of touching them in the way that we're touched ourselves with music. Music is to me is a vital antibiotic in chaos of the world. It's something that if it's taken properly at the right time and for a right length of time can cure you, completely cure you. And that's what the boy traveling with his mother, there is a lot of antibiotic action going on in there. But it applies to the whole album, to all of the music that we create.
In an era of instant music consumption, Auri songs generate the engagement necessary in today's market. How do you view your connection with this contemporary audiences who primarily discover music through platforms like TikTok and Spotify?
I'm a bit worried, and dare I even say annoyed by the attention span of today's people when it comes to listening to music. And I still think that there's a strong craving for music. I mean, live shows still sell really well. So people want to hear real music, but it's just there is so much junk food out there, quickly absorbable, not very tasty.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we would like to bring change to that fact with what we do with Auri. And I also think that the more people know about this kind of music that is still out there, there is a way for them to come back and see the light again.
and the songs bring so much warmth. It's incredible. And still regarding digital music, what are your thoughts on streaming? How can it be managed fairly while still allowing you to make music to reach wider audiences?
I'll let Troy answer this, but can I just make one more point to my previous answer, because I don't want to sound snobby.
No, of course.
The answer gave a bit of a snobby feeling, but what I meant is that there is time and place for junk food as well.
Yeah.
Yes, but people don't really listen to albums from beginning to the end anymore. And like in Spotify or TikTok, if the song doesn't impress you after the first 15 seconds, people usually move on. This is what our record label told us.
Yeah.
That something needs to happen during the first 15 seconds or the consumer goes on. And to me, that's a terrifying idea. Is it really so that people don't get art anymore and they don't give it time?
Yeah, music.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Clickbaiting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to just comment on that PS of Tuomas's PS there, it's a fact for us that, and it's something we all agree on, is that there are two types of music. There is music for entertainment and there is music for self-discovery. The latter is in darkness now in this day and age through streaming, which encourages no effort. There should be effort in music, in accessing music, the effort of being alone, the effort of being able to shut yourself off from your mobile phones and from your TVs and from everything, to give yourself time to explore music. And that's a rare thing. The patience levels of people in the modern day are at zero. The attention levels are gone, have flatlined. Again, it's because things are too easy and too accessible, and it encourages people to be lazy and just accept things as they are. And there is no self-exploration. There is no, I want to feel something deeper than I already do. There's something missing, and I just can't give myself the time to look elsewhere, to find a solution to it. And in the modern music world, there is none of that. There is absolutely no connection to the true deep meaning of music for self-discovery, because for the most part it's entertainment. And like when Tuomas describes, people still want live music. They want to go out and experience live music. There's a big difference between going to a live show with all the noise and all your friends and all your beer and your volume and the trip there and the social aspect of it. There's a big difference between that and sitting in a dark room with headphones on for an hour. There's a huge difference.
That's what I did with Auri. It takes you to another place. It's awesome.
We are very passionate about this, and I think you're probably getting a good insight into how we feel about why Auri is what it is and how we built Auri. We built it from those foundations.
I've never sailed onto its mast, my colors nailed. It's loaded with years and years of hope. It reflects and cuts my capstan rope. My family sextant is the filling moon.
And contrary to the streaming dominance we are having at the moment, vinyl and even cassettes are making a comeback. In 2024, vinyl has outsold CDs in several countries, including the US. Do you see analog future for music?
This is good news to us.
Yes, it is. Should be, at least.
Yeah, it fills us full of optimism and hope.
Yeah, and I think us as a humankind, we tend to move in waves, don't we? Like the pendulum just keeps on swaying one way and another, and hopefully that sways get a little bit less each time they swing around. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful that we keep on remembering and forgetting and remembering and forgetting, and hopefully one of these days the days of forgetting get less and less, and we have more days of remembering what this life and music and all the magic in the world really is all about. Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, you have AI technology in creative arts. It's being used across all the platforms like cinema, music, fashion. And are you thinking maybe incorporating artificial intelligence in your music, or would you consider doing so in the future at some point?
No.
Wow.
No.
This is completely contrary of what you guys were saying,
Yes.
at least.
I can't think of a single thing that it would bring to what we do, at least at the moment.
No,
No, so a
no,
definite no to that question.
can't see that. Plus, we really like the way we are, as we are. We really enjoy each other as we are.
A standout element of Auri, alongside the meticulously crafted instrumental atmospheres, is Johanna's voice. What comes first in your creative process? The vocal melody followed by musical construction, or do they develop simultaneously?
Each song is their own, isn't it? It's always a new chapter, a new story that you start on. It's a new journey. And we each write separately in a very different manner, I would say, to one another. And it's a very personal thing. I mean, sometimes the lyrics come first, sometimes the music comes first. I oftentimes get inspired by sounds, like a keyboard sound that takes me places, and then there's a story to be told. Or then I have a theme in my mind, and then the music follows, and it varies massively, at least in my case.
And we all love to surprise and delight each other with our music, with our own interpretations of each other's songs as well. We love to do that. Like Tuomas will play a figure on the piano that will raise my temperature. And then Johanna will interpret a melody in such a way that I become transparent. My wife can't actually see me. She can just see a vague shape until I press stop. And when I press stop, I come back.
And the same with us. Whenever we get a Christmas present from Troy, a new song, a new track that he's been working on, it's always like that. The excitement and the sheer joy of experiencing something new from your friend, from this wonderful world of Auri that we share.
Wonderful.
Creek is the drone, fire sets the tone, spring tune, there you are, come visit the lonely wanderer, slowly wondering, I've invited the moon memories to endless cares and needs, for now shoe spring tune, so glad she came to the lonely wanderer. Hear my friend in the valley. Time crawls, but it's a merry way. There is a tune to catch before I come.
And how do you feel, Tuomas? Is it like the same, being like having her as wife?
Well, you're arguing all the time too much, aren't you, really?
Maybe anymore. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect harmony. in music, in home, in
Yeah.
life, everywhere.
Yeah, we just live and breathe the music, and it's just ever present with us the way we are. It exudes everywhere. It's yeah.
We are so phenomenally, spectacularly privileged. And my wife's a potter. She's a ceramicist. She makes ceramics, and she's very connected to Auri as well through the ceramics.
Now we are all connected.
Of course we are. But we're all very, very close in our need to express this vision that is Auri, and we won't stop.
In my mind, it's like this radio frequency that we're transmitting out into the world, hoping for other people to tune in on our channel and to connect with our hearts. This main line, if you will, this wonderful new way of looking at the world, just elevating your mundane reality into something magical that can be experienced in our day and age. We don't have to tell stories of fear and suffering to ourselves and keep ourselves miserable by them. We can, wake up and indeed, like switch radio channels into something much more empowering and uplifting, and start telling different sort of stories about ourselves and the world that we live in.
And your second album, Those We Don't Speak Of, was released during the pandemic. It blends with themes of dreams and ancient stories, highlighting folk, Celtic, and songwriting elements. How important is the storytelling aspect in your artistic vision?
Storytelling. The thing is that, especially in Auri, everything needs to be very vague and ambiguous. I mean, with Nightwish, we have some songs that you can clearly tell what they are about.
And they are stories.
They are stories. Like the Children of Ata, The Greatest Show.
It's a story. Yeah.
Stories. But it's slightly different with Auri.
It is. They're not stories as much as they are messages. I see Auri music as messages that are being transmitted through this radio station that is Auri, that is connected to the invisible Gossamer Bridge. We're transmitting messages like Morse code, beep, 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 and only some people just can't hear it, but some people pick it up and translate the message to themselves. These are the people who,
in any way they want.
In any way they want. The message is a fundamental, but the interpretation is open and personal to the person who picks up the message. And
last question would be, looking back to the group's beginnings, even to that photo session you did in 2011, did you ever envision what Auri would become? And what do you imagine for the future?
Well, we imagined to be a band who would put out albums for the next few decades and at some point go on tour.
Which we are doing now.
Play many corners in the world. So a lot of that is about to be achieved.
Yeah, it is.
We're living the dream right now. Yeah.
And maybe come to Brazil.
Oh, hopefully one of these days.
I hope you guys liked it. It was a pleasure talking to you. And I hope
you're delightful.
Yes, thank you so much.
much